Hi everyone, welcome back to Wildwood Cottage and welcome back to Wales. It's lovely to have you here. Hope you're all doing well and I hope you've all had a good week. Do you know, I can't remember the last time I did a proper video. I'm sorry I haven't been around, but today, excuse me, the dog's making a bit of a noise. Today the sun's shining and I'm feeling like I just want to get out, get in the garden and get some work done. And typically, as soon as I decide to do a video, the aeroplanes are flying around. We've had 4 Americans around today, the F-15s, and they've been around this morning, so the dog's not very happy. Anyway, what I thought I would do today is go around the garden. I'm going to show you a bit of what the garden's like. To be honest with you, normally this is my best time of year for flowers in the garden because my garden is more of a late summer flower garden because a lot of the flowers that I've got from customers and they're late summer season. Not many roses, unfortunately, with all that dry weather we had, they just really got stunted in their flowering and we've had an awful lot of rain. We've just had, I think it's like 21 days, 22 days of rain non-stop. We've had the odd dry spell, the odd sunny spell for like an hour in the afternoon, which was on in the morning, but other than that, it's just been 21 days of rain. I think we've had about 2 months of rain so far this month. But we're going to have a little look around the garden. I'm going to show you how disappointing it is. It's been a very odd year this year for the garden. We had spring a month early, so we had all the early flowers early, and then the summer flowers came a month early. They finished a month early. The autumn flowers came a month early in July, and they've now finished. So I've got hardly any flowers around at all. I've got a couple of dahlias. I've got the apples. I've been picking my apples. I've been given a shed load of apples from people in church. And I've been making apple sauce, apple butter. I'm making apple pie filling. Anything with apples, I'm going to make. I'm waiting for the wasps to disappear and I'm going to make apple chutney. I love making spicy apple chutney. Haven't made it for a while, but the wasps are nearly gone. So I'm going to wait for the wasps to go, put the stove on and make my chutney. I'm also waiting for the stove to go on full time as well, so I don't have to use the electric. So yeah, we're going to get back into normal videos. We're going to get back into the frugal living. As you can see, I'm going to get back into the wartime garden. I've got things to show you down there. It's very disappointing. I've been a very naughty girl. I've not done any weeding. I've not let anything grow out there that should be growing out there. And we're going to have a look at how naughty I've been. So yeah, I'm just going to get the dog. I'm just going to get myself a cup of hot water and we're going to go out into the garden and have a look and see what's going on. So the first place I thought we'd come this morning is to the secret garden. And you know, for the first year, considering it's only just been started, it's doing really well, really, really well. My hedge line here is doing good. I've been putting branches in and I've started growing the hedge and winding it in. And I've also started growing some climbers up as well. I've got jasmine down there and I've got clematis. So my husband did the hedge for me the other day and that's all been cut. As you can see, the autumn colours starting to come now. The pond has done great. I'm really pleased with it. It did get a lot of algae in the summer because we had a really bad algae bloom here in this part of Wales. But as you can see, the fountain's doing well. It does need finishing. I haven't had a chance to finish it with all the rain that we've had. And I do need to weed. But as you can see, it's establishing well. I did find 2 frogs, so I think I've got frogs around. And the plants are doing well as well and establishing nicely. We've had lots of pond skaters. We've got lots of wildlife in there, like little bugs and beetles and spiders and snails. And I don't know where they all came from, but they're all in there. And I did buy some plants from the garden centre, and these are the ones that I planted around the different ponds that I have got. And it has slowed the water down that goes down the garden, so that's a plus. I have started building the extension on the chicken run. And I have got plans for more chicken tunnels as well, so they can get out. I've just let them out. They haven't been out for a few weeks because of the weather. And I've found 3 stoats. So yeah, we've got a family of stoats here at the moment. I think two of them have moved on. But anyway, that's getting beside the by. Um, my trees have done well. I didn't get any fruit because the birds went absolutely bonkers for all the fruit that came out early in the season. But everything has grown. But there's no apples. There's been no blossom. So I've had no fruit. So I'm hoping next year's going to be a better year. I have been planting over there in the woodland walk. So I'll go over and show you that in a minute. But my roses have done really well. This was a David Austin rose, and as you can see, it's got some nice flower buds on it. Sorry about my shadow. It's got some nice flower buds there. And this is going to get trained up the pergola. Now, this pergola is going to get filled in and made into a summer house. I've been looking at the windows in the garage to see what I can use to put a couple of windows in. It's sheltered from the wind, so it's not going to wobble about in the wind. And I did get a old shed that has been cut up, and I've moved it onto the garden from the field, and that's what I'm going to use to fill in the sides of the pergola. Isn't this lily beautiful? I got that last year. You see the beautiful flowers. It's like a tiger lily. Um, and I've managed to get 3 plants out of it so far, and I keep dividing it and keep dividing it. But isn't it gorgeous? I got that for my birthday last year. This rose is Constant Spry. I decided to put her up here, and then she's going to grow up this post here and grow along the fence there. I mean, look how beautiful the day is today. Isn't it gorgeous? My magnolia has done fabulous. This magnolia here, I think this is the purple one. That's done lovely. I'm going to be able to see that from the bedroom. And then I've got a spirea. I'm thinking of moving that because it's going to be too big here and popping that over in the woodland garden, part of the garden. This is a mallow. That's done very well. My tansy's perked up no end. That's growing really well. And I've got a couple of other plants in here. I've got a, oh, what's it called? What's it called? Elderflower. That's that one there, just here. And I've also got buddleia as well. So yeah, it's doing very well. This Waigia, I thought I'd lost it. I thought it had died. It's got beautiful pink flowers on it, but it's come back. So I'm very happy with that. I'm going to give it a trim, but I want to leave it till next year and see what other leaf growth I get on it. So that's that. Not much else to show you in here. This has got the most flowers in it, this part of the garden. I think it's just been quite dry here because all the water runs off from here and goes down the garden. So it's got a good run of water. So that's this part of the garden. This is dying off a bit now. It's getting all its autumn leaf. It's dropping its leaves. And it's been absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. I'll have to try and find out the name for you, but these leaves are a beautiful pink most of the summer and the spring. But now it's all starting to die back and drop its leaf. So, plenty to get on with up here because I want to get the chicken run done and give them their extra space that they need ready for the winter. Yeah, not much else to show you here. So I'll take you to another part of the garden just a sec. I did start painting the fence, but I've decided I want to lower it a bit. I don't want it as high because when I'm in the kitchen there in the window, I can't see this side and I want to be able to see the roses. So I need to mulch the roses and I need to feed them before they die back for the winter, because I'm hoping I'm going to get a better rose crop next year. But it's been rubbish this year. I just think it's been far too dry. So I've still got all that bark to move. And once I've moved that, it's going to go all over the borders, mainly these borders. I don't need it so much at the back there because that's going to get covered in shrubs. But in this kind of part of the garden and the flower borders, I do need it. I need it to keep the moisture in and I need it to keep the weeds down because I don't want to have to weed all the time. So along here is pretty much done. This is the rose walk. I would like another rose for here. So I'm thinking of getting another rose. Now, My mum I've been in touch with David Austin about the Gabriel Oak rose, and they're going to give me a replacement because it's not doing very well at all. It's dying. So I'm thinking of putting another rose up here and swapping one for down there, to be down the bottom of the garden down there, to be able to replace the Gabriel Oak. But these are all David Austin. They've done very well. And my thinking is doing this part of the garden is that when this barn's done as my workspace, my studio, I'm going to be able to look out the window and see my David Austin roses, and then be able to sit outside. I'm going to do a seated area here with a bench and an umbrella. And then I can sit there in the summer with my spinning wheel and things, look at the view. That'll be the view from my craft room, and be able to see right down the garden when that's full of roses. So that's my thinking, forward planning and all the rest of it. I've still got to do the other side of the fence. As I say, I've still got the picket fence to do. I just haven't had the time with all the weather. Yeah, so that's this part done. I've now blocked off this part of the garden. I was finding I was stumbling here, and I was worried that I was going to fall. So the path was that narrow and really awkward, and I couldn't get past. So what I've done is I put that gate on there. I've painted it white to match the picket fence that's going up, and I put a rose in the corner. And this is a David Austin again, and it's a climber. So I'm hoping to be able to get that to grow up and fill this corner, and grow it along the fence here as well. Gordon's hydrangea's done very well this year. It's been beautiful. It's had purple and pink flowers on it. So I'm going to try taking some cuttings to be able to plonk it along there as well. So that's this part of the garden, all done and dusted, which is great. It's a great feeling, you know, to know that it's all done. So back through the rose arch, there's Stripey. Hello, Stripe. The tool shed's all tidy. I've been a good girl. There you go, there's my tool shed now, my potting shed. Well, keep all the pots and everything here. So yeah, that's all nice and tidy now. With my little sign, dig on for victory, of course. Right. So because there's still so much to show you, I think I'm going to do this video in two parts, because I want to show you around the flower garden and show you how it's looking, because we haven't done a garden tour. Oh, was it May? I think the last time I showed you around my garden. So I thought I'd better show you what I've been up to, and show you what it's looking like, and show you the finished borders. I'm very happy. I still want to do the one that's behind you where that 1940s rose is, because I haven't done anything to that. You know, I've just plugged things in when I moved in 5 years ago. I've just left it. So I think I'd like to do something with that, because there's too much of one plant in there. Like a little daisy flower. You know, like the daisies you get in your grass. It's that, but 6 foot tall. So I think I'd like to take that out, and I'll put that in the back border where the sound barrier is, because everything's just going to get shoved in there that I don't know where to put it. So yeah, I think we'll do this part of this video in two parts. I'm just going to take you down to the perennial border and show you that. And then in the next video, we'll get into the Victory Garden, and I'll show you in there. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the flower garden, the flower border, the perennial border, and the new border that I've built. And then I think that'll be it for today. So I'll just take you down there. So this is the new border that I've done, the other side of that fence. Now this is where the path used to go up there. Now I'm thinking of putting a set of steps so I can get up the bank quickly to get into my studio, but I'll sort all that out later. But for now, this is now a new flower border. I've got some roses in here, of course, and I've also got some bedding plants that I bought towards the end of the season um, to get some plants in. They were reduced in Morrison's, so I thought, well, why not? I'll put them in. So I've been planting the roses that I had up in the rose walk. I've been planting them here. This is another David Austin rose, and I've got another one just there. And I've also got another rose next to that that isn't a David Austin. I put my bird bath back in, and what I've done is I've made the border narrower under here. As you can see, where this grass is growing back is roughly where the border came out to. It came out to here. So I pushed it back, and then it means we can sit here in front of the bird bath and be able to see the view beyond. So it's an awful lot better. It gives a lot more space because we didn't have anywhere to sit really on this part of the garden. So I've taken all the plants out. So anything I find, I'll just take it out, chop the top off, and eventually it'll die off. But yeah, this is now a nice part of the garden. So I've built a couple of structures, and that's a climbing rose, which I got from Morrison's for £5, and they've been beautiful, but they just need to establish themselves. And a few of the yew garden roses and things like that that I've got from the garden centre. And then this border here. So this now is the perennial border. I've planted on the arch here. I've taken Pilgrim off there because Pilgrim was just doing absolutely rubbish. And since I've put him in a pot and put him on the yard, he's doing fantastic and now got flower buds on, the best he's done in 5 years. So I've taken him off this little obelisk thing, and I've put a perennial sweet pea on there. It's only a white one, but it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be stunning and break up this part of the garden and break up all the colour and kind of give a bit of a neutral palette to just that bit of the garden. So that's what's on there. And that's then going to complement my Michaelmas daisy. As you can see, everything's finished in here. It's all just gone. As I say, middle of September and everything's finished. This is a Dyer's Weld, and that just came and went. The wind has knocked my rose arch over, so I need to fix that. But yeah, empty border apart from that yellow rudbeckia. Nothing in here. I've got one or two echinopsis flowers, but other than that, it's all done. It's all finished. One penstemon flower, which is very disappointing. So yeah, not much going on in here at all. It's been very disappointing, really, to be honest with you. I've put so much work into this border, and I've got nothing, nothing to show for it. But yeah, this is the garden. The girls are out. I decided to let them out and let them have a bit of sunshine because they haven't been out for a few weeks. Before they have to have their staycation for the winter because they're not allowed out here in the winter. I brought down this, what's it called, azalea. Brought that down a bit in height, and I need to do the hedges. Apparently, it's against the law to cut your hedge before the end of September. Didn't realise, didn't know. So yeah, so that's it really, I think, for this part of the garden. I did put back, I don't know whether I showed you in my last video, but I did put back down here the roses under the window. As you can see, the roses just don't have a stick on them at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is where Gabriel Oak was, and I've had to take it out. So I think I might put that back there when I get my new one. She's been in different parts of the garden and done absolutely rubbish. But Scepter Isle's done very well this year, but I need to take all the dead flowers off and see if I can encourage it, feed it, see if I can encourage it to come back a bit. This is another David Austin rose. I think this one's indigo, and that's had beautiful purple flowers on it. Gordon's little bush has had beautiful blue flowers on it, and that's nearly finished. The flowers have only been here about a week, so I'll move that somewhere out of the wind and the frost so I can keep that and it won't die. I found a little cutting of another wild rose, so I'm going to put that up the garden. Tottering by Gently is a beautiful rose, still has roses on it. I need to take off all the dead buds, and it's still got buds on it. So this rose, if you're looking for a rose that's going to do well in any condition, I'd choose this one. It's done very well. I've taken a cutting off it. You're not allowed to sell the cuttings, but I can take the cuttings for my garden. So I've taken a cutting off it, and that's done fantastic there. It loves being in the sun. It's a fabulous rose. I'd highly recommend it. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. And then in here on either side, I put some Rebecca flowers. So yeah, this is an Alstroemeria, and this is a variegated one. I got that on my 50th birthday when we were away on holiday for the weekend. And I bought that with my birthday money. It's now got a flower head on it, so it'll be really interesting to see what it is, what colour it is. It hasn't done anything since I've had it in 2 years, but I put it in a pot, and it seems to like it there. So yeah, so I'm very happy with that. And then my pond. I have started redoing the pond here, and I got an algae bloom again in this one. I've now got some stuff that you can filter that you can put in. And apparently it cuts down on it attracts the algae bloom so that you can then wash it off. So that's going to go in here, and I put some plants in. So do you know, these strawberries have gone absolutely nuts. I had a few strawberry plants when I moved in, and they have spread absolutely everywhere. They've become a weed. So I'm just going to dig them out and put them in the compost, because I don't need that many. There's hundreds, if not thousands of them everywhere. So I just need to get rid of them, really. So yeah. Right, so I think that's it for me for today. I just wanted to give you a little look around the garden and show you what's happening here in autumn. It's been a weird year, as I said. It's been dry, very dry. This summer has been very dry. Um, we've had very little rain at all in July, August, especially August. We had mainly sunshine in August, and then September's been very wet. And everything flowered very early and went to seed very quickly. And the birds stripped my currant bushes and my raspberries, because I think it was because someone said to me, maybe it's because there's been no water around, and they've just been getting the juice off the berries, and they were looking for food to be able to feed their young, because everything came and went so quick. I don't even think the birds got a chance to feed their young with anything that was around wild, so they just stripped my garden. So one of the things I am going to do that I'll talk to you about in the next video is I'm going to do another fruit cage over my fruit bushes, and I'm going to do it properly this time. Um, I'm going to build a proper frame this time, not with tree branches but with wood, and I'm going to do it properly with a door and everything on it so I can get in, and hopefully that will keep the birds out and I will be able to harvest my food. I think I'm going to try and disguise it, and I did put tinsel and that worked. You know, tree tinsel off Christmas trees? That did work in keeping them away. But by that point they'd stripped my bushes and I lost everything. So yeah, so as I say, in the next video we're going to have a look in the Victory garden, and I'm going to show you the bit that's overgrown on the other side of the polytunnel. The polytunnel is in the middle, and then on one side was Gordon's bit, and then on the other side is the newly acquired bit. Yeah, there's a newly acquired bit that I've never done anything with. So I think that's going to be my plan for the winter, to get that organised, get that ready for next year, and get my Willopini built. So I'm going to talk to you about all that in the next video. So you've got quite a bit to come. I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope you enjoyed the look around my garden to see what's going on, just to give you a catch up. And I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm hoping to get back into my routine of doing my videos again for you. We'll start off with one video a week and see how we get on and see how we go going into winter, because I've got lots of videos I want to do. I've got lots of cookery videos I want to do. I want to get back into the frugal living videos, and I want to get back to normal. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my video. Enjoy the rest of your week. Do subscribe to keep up to date with my videos. There's a lot more to come. I am going to get back into my videos again because I've missed you all. So yeah, I just woke up this morning and I thought I need to do my videos again. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my video. Like, subscribe, as I say, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye for now. Bye bye.